We are here with a much anticipated bout, and this is a super featherweight contest over 6 rounds. Officials for this bout: Judge 1, Richard Tetteh; Judge 2, Daniel Ablemete; and Judge 3, David Nete. Now introducing the boxer fighting out from the blue corner, from the Charles Scotty Boxing Foundation, and this is the gymnasium that won season number 1 of the Ghana Professional Boxing League. And this evening, the boxer sported in the black trunks, black and red shoe, red gloves to match, with a weight of 132.90 pounds. Official record of 3 fights, 1 win, 1 draw, and 1 defeat. Presenting to you the boxer under the tutelage of the Chief Executive Officer of Charles Scotty Boxing Foundation, Coach Charles Tetteh. Presenting to you the man, Asante. Now crossing over to the red corner, undoubtedly the finest boxer who has been discovered on the platform of the Ghana Professional Boxing League season number 1. He won a brand new car as the best boxer of season number 1 from the Panix Boxing Gymnasium under the tutelage of Coach Emmanuel Yaboa, aka Coach Yi. And this is the boxer who came to the ring with the weight of 130.1 pounds, with the official record: 7 fights, no defeats, no draw, 7 wins. 4 of the wins came by way of knockout. Presenting to you, ladies and gentlemen, the best boxer for season number 1 from the Panix Boxing Gymnasium, Charles Tetteh. And the man in charge of this fight is Nikwe Korte.
And so here we are. This all important contest between Charles Tetteh of the Panix Boxing Gymnasium and Eric Asante of the Charles Scotty Boxing Foundation. And both gyms are founded within the same locality, Agbogbloshi.
Round 1.
This might as well be Christian as the Agbogbloshi Derby.
Oh, what a name to give it. It is Charles Tetteh versus Eric Asante. That is a lightweight contest scheduled for 6 rounds, and the chess game begins.
Anyway, this is not going to be a chess game. Both boxers are going to go all out, and it's going to be fireworks. Already Charles has landed some huge punches, but Asante just trying to keep his composure. And of course, as we can see very evidently, Asante the bigger of the two, but dynamite in the hands of Charles Tetteh. Some stiff jabs from Asante caught the attention of Charles there.
Yeah, and that's when Charles Tetteh also retaliates with double jab, one to the midsection of Eric Asante. But Eric lands one of his own.
Eric looks very big in there as compared to Charles.
Yeah, in terms of the size advantage. Very tall, has a rich advantage. He looks big.
A ferocious and fiery look in the eyes of Charles, but Eric looking very relaxed and calm in there. And NY, though it's quite early days yet, but do you think that probably Charles has beaten more than he can chew here, because his punches are not really having a telling effect on Eric at this point?
Yeah, it's still early days yet, but as time goes on, he's going to feel the effect. Because at this point, they are trying to size each other. They want to eat up each other's punch to see if they can really take it throughout the rounds. And Eric is really eating up Charles Tetteh's punches. But I want to see if Eric also unleashes onto Charles and see if he can get something out of Charles' chin. Yeah, but at this point, it is Charles who is really on the offensive game here.
And why already, anytime Eric lands on Charles, the effect is telling, and already you have Charles holding on. Charles has been rocked here. Charles Tetteh, you hardly see him rocked, but here you see Eric has landed some telling punches and he's not growing wild. He's just relaxed, maintaining that composure and calmness. Eric Asante, and for the first time in his career, I just saw Charles Tetteh holding on for dear life, trying to clinch.
And there goes the right hook again from Eric Asante. And as I was saying earlier on, Charles was really derailing punches to Eric, but it's now Eric's turn to also retaliate to see if Charles' chin is very durable.
And then Charles Tetteh goes down. Charles goes down and knocked down. What happens here tonight? Has Charles bitten more than he can chew? What are we seeing on our hands here?
He looks dazed.
Charles Tetteh.
He looks dazed. And he needs to keep his composure. He needs to tack in. He shouldn't go in for the slugfest. He looks dazed. He shouldn't go in for the
slugfest. For the first time in his career that he went down, he seems to be in trouble here, Charles Tetteh. He is dazed. His legs are gone here.
And that is what I was talking about, that Charles Tetteh needs to be careful, because the way he's going in for that slugfest, then Eric Asante is gonna really have a toll on him. And look out on your screen there.
And why?
Charles Tetteh started really strong, but as I kept saying that Charles needs to be careful, because Eric Asante is really holding on and is really chewing up Charles Tetteh punches. But what happens if Eric starts to retaliate?
Very true. And you know, and why I asked you in the beginning, has Charles bitten more than he can chew?
Yeah.
And you were saying we should wait and see.
Yeah.
It seems like he has indeed bitten, but a classic example of being saved by the bell right there.
Yeah.
Round 2. Let's see what happens. Charles asking for water in the corner. He's saying in their Ghana language, Haminu. being interpreted, give me water. And the water was given to him by matchmaker Lord Stephen Amir in the corner of Charles Tetteh. And the fight continues. Round number 2. Ferocious opening round there. Oh my goodness. My word. Eric Asante had Charles in trouble in the first round, and they go into some hard exchanges.
At this point, I feel Charles Tetteh shouldn't fall for that slugfest. You know, Eric Asante is a patient boxer. He's very patient, and he knows when to pick his punches selection, and that is what he's using it to beat Charles Tetteh. Charles Tetteh feels his punches are doing damage on Eric Asante, but he does not know that Eric has been keeping it patiently to see, to chew up and to eat up Charles Tetteh punches. Then when he starts unleashing, that is when Charles feels the heat. So I feel Charles needs to pick up in a patient mood. He shouldn't go in with that slugfest, because the moment he goes in with that slugfest, that is when Eric Asante also loves it, because it derails and gets the energy out of Charles Tetteh. Then Eric Asante also follows up to pummeling Charles Tetteh, and that is what we saw in the round 1. And I don't think that Charles Tetteh should follow suit getting into the next round we have ahead of us.
But you know, Charles has his style. He is not a defensive-minded boxer. He's not the kind of boxer who likes to fight going backwards. He's an aggressive, attacking, come forward fighter. And so you see right there that he's back to his game. It looks like he has been able to find his rhythm in this round 2.
Yeah.
A minute to go in round number 2. Looks like this round has been fairly good for Charles Tetteh.
Yeah.
My goodness, what a first round we had there. A miss from Eric. And NY looks like Charles has heard your advice.
Yeah.
He is not trying to come into a slugging game with Eric.
He shouldn't, because Eric is calling for it. He wants him to get into that fighting style so he can bait in. That is what Eric wants. He wants Charles to come in with that slugfest. He sees Charles tearing up, then that is when he goes in with his flurry of punches. And I'm saying it here again, Charles Tetteh should not fall for that fighting style, because that is what Eric Asante wants. The fight keeps on, and it is Eric Asante who is doing the chasing. Left hook grazes on the face of Eric Asante, and it's Charles Tetteh. Right hook again from Eric Asante. Wild miss, and that punch.
Beautiful boxing there by Charles.
What it takes a damage on you. Round 3 coming up your way. It's a beautiful moment here in the Bukom Boxing Arena. It is Charles Tetteh fighting out from the Panics Gym versus Eric Asante. Charles caught a Boxing Foundation Gym, the lightweight contest. Round 3. As I said earlier on, it is the chess game. Nana Sam Gold thought it's not going to be the chess game that we see here.
No, but NY, there is nothing like a chess game here. No, every boxer, each boxer over there is going all out. I mean, both boxers are in there for the kill. Every punch landed is landed with mean intentions. There is no baiting in there.
Yeah, but Eric Asante is trying to bait Charles Tetteh. And that is where Charles Tetteh needs to develop a different strategy getting into this game. Because when he goes in with aggressive nature, Eric Asante allows him to be in that position. And that is where Eric Asante will put
huge punches to the face, jaw of Charles. And Charles is evidently in trouble. Is this going to be scored as a knockdown or... Okay, so no knockdown there. My goodness, whenever Eric lands clean, it is damaging, it is devastating for Charles Tetteh. You know what happens here? Charles is the shorter boxer with shorter reach, so he has to really lunge in to get at Eric. So when he lunges in, he commits himself, and that allows Eric to land those crisp, sharp hooks in there. And when those hooks land, they really have a damaging and a debilitating effect on Charles Tetteh.
And we've seen boxers throughout the history. Mike Tyson also was disadvantaged of size and height advantage. He was disadvantaged in height, but he fought with big tough guys and he was able to floor them. But I could see that Charles Tetteh should bob and weave, but when he's to do that kind of strategy, he needs to watch his defensive duty, because that is when Eric Asante is going to use his long reach to hurt him. And that's the blueprint of this fight so far. Charles Tetteh trying as much as possible to go in and punch with aggressiveness.
A huge right uppercut to the jaw of Charles Tetteh. Eric Asante oozing with power, ferocity, voraciousness, and aggression. What brutality. Eric Asante, Charles Quality Boxing Foundation. My word. And there goes the 10 seconds clap. NY.
Yeah.
We have a fight on our hands.
At this point, it's Eric Asante who is baiting Charles Tetteh. But you know, one thing, leaving your face bare, Eric Asante is going to hurt you.
A rude awakening there for Charles Tetteh, the hitman, winner of last season's Ghana Professional Boxing League, current national super featherweight champion. He is really having a nightmare here tonight in the hands of Eric Asante. Eric, the bigger puncher, the bigger man in the ring, longer reach, bigger frame.
You know, Nana Samgold, one thing about boxing fundamental is that when you throw a punch, being it a left hook, a jab, or a cross, make sure you bring your hand back to your chin as early as possible. Because the punch that you throw, your opponent is also reading you. And he's going to use the counter punch to neutralize the punch that you want to punch him. And that is something Charles Tetteh needs to look out for. Anytime he goes in wild like that, bringing his hand back to his chin becomes a problem.
Yeah, and why, even whilst we were talking, Charles landed some very, very deft shots right there to the temple and the jaw of Eric. And one thing that I know of Eric, I've seen all three of his fights. He starts very good, has a very, very stiff jabs, but he tends to fade in the later rounds. Let's watch what round 4, 5, 6 will hold. If Eric Asante fades and Charles comes on, we might be telling a different story, because Charles is a ferocious finisher. One miss there from Eric Asante, he will go for the stylistic display, but is that what he should be doing at this point in time? He looks to be rocked there from those punches.
And you could see sticking out the mouthpiece from Eric Asante is telling you that he's having a problem with breathing. And that is what Charles Tetteh needs to take notice of. Then he should now get the advantage to chase on his fighter. Go and weave through and see if you can get something out of Eric Asante. His body is there. You can go to the midsection, create something from digging out the body, then you can go upstairs. Because if you don't do that, Eric Asante is gonna give you a counter punch you don't see coming.
But somebody should tell Eric that this fight is still up for grabs. He shouldn't be drawn into the theatrics and the drama. He should stay focused and win this fight before it gets out of his hands.
Yeah, at this point it's Eric Asante who is dictating the pace of the fight. But he should be careful that a devastating punch does not land on his chin, because Charles Tetteh might be the smaller man, but he has some hefty punches.
A boxer always a stamina suspect. If it does happen to him against Charles, he might be smiling from the wrong side of his mouth.
Yeah.
Because Charles, once he smells blood, he comes for you.
Exactly.
Just like a shark.
Exactly. So that is round 5. It is the lightweight contest between Charles Tetteh, fighting from the Panix Gym, and Eric Asante from the Charles Corte Boxing Foundation Gym. The heat is still on. And now it's Charles Tetteh who is doing the chase on his opponent, Eric Asante. Eric Asante showing some glimpse of beautiful defensive duties there. And he comes off with 2 double jabs from Eric Asante. Now Charles Tetteh goes to the body. Wild miss there from Charles Tetteh. Eric Asante. Charles Tetteh. Eric Asante with a left hook there. Wild miss from Charles Tetteh. Eric Asante with a double jab on Charles Tetteh. And at this point, it is Charles Tetteh who needs to be very, very diligent with his defensive duties. And there goes Charles Asante again. Eric Asante telling him to come on, let's fight. And that is the bait that Eric Asante is baiting on Charles Tetteh. Charles Tetteh is rallying on. And that was a left hook check from Eric Asante. But Charles Tetteh still is moving on. He needs to get something out of Eric Asante. And that was a right hook that checks on the chin of Eric Asante. Is it going to be the moment from Charles Tetteh? But Eric Asante, very intelligent, senses danger. He moves away. Both boxers sizing up each other very, very well. And it is Eric Asante who is fighting from the back foot now, waiting patiently for what Charles Tetteh will bring to him so he can retaliate.
Asante makes Charles spit out his gum shield, his mouthpiece.
Yeah, the crowd are still cheering on. They're still loving what they are seeing. It is boxing. And it's IMAX Boxing Promotion, sanctioned by the Ghana Boxing Authority. And there goes a double left hook from Charles Tetteh. Now he gets his moment. And Eric Asante is feeling some heat. He goes in for the clinch, but Charles Tetteh is not falling for that. Charles wants to get a heat on. Eric Asante is fighting from the back foot. And it is Charles Tetteh to see if he can get some moment here. Eric Asante. Charles Tetteh with the left and right hook there. Eric Asante backing off. And the bell goes in there.
Down in the first round could prove very vital even as we go into the final round of this epic thriller.
The fight goes on. The last round of the lightweight contest. Charles Tetteh versus Eric Asante. The heat is still on. Charles Tetteh chasing his opponent. He gives a leg check there. And Eric Asante is fighting from the back foot. He gives a double jab to check his opponent. Goes back again to the back foot. But it is Charles Tetteh on offensive duties. Eric Asante. Charles Tetteh goes to the midsection of Eric Asante's body. But it is Eric Asante utilizing his rich advantage. But Charles Tetteh get his moment there to see if he can get something off Eric Asante.
NY Charles has to go all out now. Eric is definitely gassed out.
Yeah.
And I told you, he normally loses steam.
Yeah.
When the fight draws on. Somebody tell Charles, press on the gas.
Yeah.
Be more aggressive. Take this fight to Eric.
Yeah.
Or else it might be too little too late to pull the chestnut out of the blazing fire.
Yeah. And there he goes again with a midsection. Let's check there from Charles Tetteh. Backs off Eric Asante. Eric Asante goes to the
low
body.
blow, but the referee says continue.
And that goes confidence for Eric Asante. Charles Tetteh needs to stay focused. Barely have a minute to go. Center stage, the fighter takes on. Very poised look from Eric Asante. But that right hook checks on the chin of Eric Asante. And Charles Tetteh on offensive duties, trying to see if he can get something out of Eric Asante. Eric Asante on the back foot, trying to bait Charles Tetteh. Goes in with a double jab to check Charles Tetteh, but Charles Tetteh is not falling for it.
And why Charles needs to double his output, his punch output. He is too relaxed in there. He's far behind in this fight. If he has to win this fight, it will be this final 20 seconds of this round. He has to go all out. He has to throw more.
Yeah. The last 10 seconds to go. And Eric Asante without footwork there. And that was a left check from Charles Tetteh. But there goes.
Okay, now we have the verdict. We want to thank IMAX Boxing Promotions, Ghana Boxing Authority, Premium Motors Renault Ghana, TT Brothers, Daniel Mick, and Nick Coco for the support they have offered. Now the verdicts. Judge 1 scored about 57 to 57. Judge 2 scored about 54 to 59. Judge 3 scored about 58 to 56. So, ladies and gentlemen, what I have here as the result, the fight has been declared as a draw.